Welcome, guys. Yes, I wore a red shirt with a red background, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway because I'm excited about what we're talking about. And today we're going to talk about exercise science. And the reason why this is so important is because it is the crucial part that will differentiate why you're seeing success in this program and not seeing success in other programs. Now, this is what I'm super passionate about. This is what I went to grad school for. This is what I did with the Houston Astros and Oregon Ducks and Alabama and multiple other teams. And this is why so many people see results doing this program, because there's no plateaus and you can set specific goals for yourself. And by setting these specific goals and sticking within these guidelines, you will continue to see results using these steps. Now, I'm just going to give you the outline. It's no big secret, but I want to teach you why we do the things that we're doing and that there is science behind every single thing we're doing. So think about this as if you were baking a cake. Now, think about you need eggs and you need all the other stuff. You can tell I'm not a baker, but you need a box of cake mix. And you take 2 eggs and you put it on a box of cake mix and you put it in the oven at 800 and you just leave it for 2 hours. So what's going to happen? It's going to burn everything in there. It's going to obviously not even turn into a cake, and it's going to taste like crap. Okay? It's the right ingredients, but we didn't take the right steps to get the goal that we were really wanting to accomplish with that. It's the same thing with exercise science. And this is the part that people think that, oh, I'll just go out and exercise. Oh, I'll just do this. I'll just do that. The thing is, you need to do it in certain ways, certain steps, certain sets, certain reps, intensity, duration. All these things will 100% without a doubt be what differentiates your success compared to why you might not have seen success in the past. Okay? So there's 2 different types of programs that we're going to talk about, and actually just one that we're going to talk about, but I want to address that there are 2 types. So we're going to talk about periodization. There's linear, and we are going to talk about these in a way that I can explain it, so I'll use the whiteboard. So we're looking at periodization. Now, why do I have a 12-week transformation? Not because I thought that I could get you in here for 3 months, not because of other programs that sell 5 sessions or 10 sessions or 20 sessions. It's specifically because the first 12 weeks are a macro cycle in periodization. And specifically, if you're trying to lose weight, we're going to use the 12 weeks as the first section of what we're trying to do with you. Okay? So, we're going to look at this as a preparatory phase. So, we're looking at periodization. We're going to call this, we're looking at 12 months. Okay? Month 1, 12, January. So the first 3 months that we have you, the first 12 weeks, your 12-week transformation, transforming you into working into these other cycles that we're going to approach as we get along in the process. But this right here, we are in the preparatory phase. Okay? Macro cycle, full 12 months, we're talking about periodization. We've got the preparatory phase. Okay, in this phase, we're basically training to train. We are getting our body ready to start lifting heavier, moving in different ways, and really preparing yourself for the other cycles that we're going to talk about. Okay, so macro cycle, the preparatory phase is a meso. Okay, now within each month, you have weeks, 4 weeks, and then you have 7 days. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are microcycles. Okay? And I know this part is going to be a little bit harder to read, but know that even throughout Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that we are going to design a program, specific exercises with specific rest, reps, duration, and intensity throughout an entire year to make sure that you hit your goal appropriately. Now, by doing this, we're not tricking the body. You are not trying to trick your body. That is a myth. You are trying to train your body to do certain movements, motor neuron patterns, that will transform you moving forward. The tricking, you're not tricking your body. You're teaching your body how to move. And by sets, reps, rest, intensity that we will change in the future, that's where you will see your results. Okay? So, now, I won't get too crazy with this because it does get in depth. But if we look at a day as 100%, we could do a 90, let's say 95% on a Monday, 97% on a Wednesday, and a 97% on a Friday. Okay? Reason being, you cannot give 100%, and I know that this is going to drive people crazy. It's not 100% effort. We're always going to give 100% effort. It's 100% of your 1 rep max, okay? So we're going to do exercises 95%, 97%, 97%, 80% of your 1 rep max, okay? Now, with this being, just think of that as you are really into this program, okay? That's an example, the 97 and all that. That's an example where you're really trained, you're into this program, and we are further along in this process. But what we're going to do in this first preparatory phase is we are at 50 to 75%, okay? Meaning that if we do squats, squat, squat, 50% of what you could do with your 1 rep max. So if you could do 100 pounds, we're going to give you 25s, and that's what you're going to use for your squats, okay? Now, this is 3 to 8, 3 to 6, we won't go 8, 3 to 6 sets, 10 to 20 reps. Okay? Makes sense, right? So this is where lightweight, high reps, you hear that sometimes coming into play. That is where the low reps or high reps, low weight comes into play. Okay? So we're in the preparatory phase. This is the first phase of the mesocycle. 10 to 20 reps, 3 to 6 sets, 50% of your 1 rep max. Okay, so what we're looking at is basically building you up for your basic strength phase that's coming up, which we will address in the next video, your strength power phase with different sets, reps, rest, and intensity, as well as when you want to peak, and once you hit your goal, when you want to maintain. So once we hit your goal, we're looking at a maintenance phase with different sets, reps, rest, and intensity to make sure that you're staying on track to hit the goals that we talked about before. That's it. That's your 12-week transformation broken down into the very complicated board looking right here, but basically just looking at sets, reps, rest, intensity, and knowing that there are 4 of these throughout the year, the full macro cycle, and we will get into the other versions of what we're looking at, where the intensity, the reps, and the sets are different. Thanks a lot.